Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the third-ranked team, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, enough for a first down. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, They give up a...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking tackles. Solid run. Tackle with a 45-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Third down after that running play. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the Buffaloes are on the move here. First down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. We saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Caught quickly. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid game there.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense facing second and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Game brings the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Proctor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run in the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? Gets into space at the 50. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in, baked in towards you, and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come at him.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Knights are in the red zone now. He'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to scramble. Going for his running back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Cannot escape, and down he goes. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. No huddle now for the offense. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down. So the offense will come to the line needing less than a yard to convert here in 3rd down from the 20. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down. If this linebacker doesn't lower the blow, great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the
quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
We'll give it to the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be a 39-yard attempt. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. UCF offense back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he let the ball go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Takes the handoff again. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home making a sack there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's hit as he throws it. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, UCF. And they go in front here in the second half.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. He's catching.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. The defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
And the Buffaloes looking to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's back to throw again on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Bringing it out, it's Proctor. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now it's second down here. And now the handoff. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. Down he goes, a sack. The Knights come to the line in the hurry up.
But it's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Knights. Just ran away from the defense. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up maybe.
It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Big moves like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Point after, up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands seem able to recover the football. UCF offense back out on the field now. He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Oh, it's a reverse. He shreds the tackle. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And the single back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on second and goal? Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. He goes sneak on second down, but stop for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UCF. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown grab, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. Solid game, moves the ball to the 36.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the run here. Lets it go. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Important second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, more and more offenses around the country over the years have been putting this play in. I love it because it gives you chances like this to pick up an easy first down. The defense squeezes, that receiver gets to the outside, picks up a first down, move the sticks.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he moved the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pop over the middle. It's Rhodes. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown. Nice. try to add the lead now with the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Breaks loose at the 40. The slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards.
He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This offense really clicking.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick, if they can recover it. You never know.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Knights will crank up the tempo. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Knights come into the final minute of play, just looking to run the clock out. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Knights. The defense adds 6 points.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The pocket breaking down, and it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. They finally get him down. That's a big gain there to end the game, but the clock runs out, and he falls short. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.